meeting of the San Miguel CISD Board of Trustees. I'll start with a roll call. Orlando Lopez. Dr. Ariel Cruz Vela. Present. Rudy Corona. Frutoso Gomez.
Present.
Crystal Hernandez.
Present.
Alex Reina. Israel Villarreal III.
Present.
Alfredo Perez.
Present.
Tony Torres. Our next agenda item is public comment. The next item on the agenda is public comment. Before we begin, I will remind our audience members of the board's procedures for handling public comments. The public comment portion of our meeting is available to the members of the public according to the following. At regular board meetings, the board shall permit public comment regardless of whether the topic is an item on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. All other board meetings' public comment shall be limited to items on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. Anyone who would like to speak during public comment must sign in prior to the start of the meeting and list the topics they want to discuss. An individual's public comments to the board shall not exceed 5 minutes per meeting. Please keep your comments or criticisms civil and courteous. Please avoid using profanity and refrain from making personal attacks on others during your opportunity to speak. We ask that you do not discuss students who are not your own children. In addition, the participating individuals shall adhere to the following. State their full name and what organization or group, if any, is being represented. Indicate the topic about which they wish to speak. Shall refrain from commenting directly on any individual employee or public official by name, but may refer to a specific employment area, job title, or the board as a whole, and shall refrain from attacks on individuals. Lastly, if after at least one warning from the presiding officer, any individual continues to disrupt the meeting by his or her words or actions, the presiding officer may request assistance from law enforcement officials to have the individual removed from the meeting. If a speaker is speaking board resolution of a specific complaint, that concern should be addressed through the district's grievance process. District policy DGBA has been established for addressing employee complaints. Policy FNG is the avenue for filing parent complaints, and policy GF addresses community member complaints. Grievance forms can be obtained at any campus administration office or at the district's central administration offices. Thank you. At this time, there are no public comments. So our next agenda item is our action agenda. We're going to discuss and possible approval of resolution related to emergency closure pay pursuant to policy DEA local. Mr. Perez?
Yes, I have this on the agenda. We're asking the board for the emergency closure that we had the previous week. Our employees lost some time, especially our hourly employees. So we're asking that you all approve that they get that day, and I think it was a little bit of time the next day that we had a late start. And then also for the teachers that we have more than enough minutes. We've checked with TEA. We don't have to make up the day if we don't need to. That's one of the weather makeup days. So we're asking that the board approve that resolution. And then also included is we did have a small group of employees that we called in on the day of that we closed the district. I'm asking to have them pay time and a half for their efforts to come in, and they were away from their families and everybody else was home cozy and they came into work. So we're going to pay them time and a half if approved.
I think I can speak on behalf of the entire board that we appreciate the administration for taking this action to form this resolution. And we know that our employees worked diligently to make sure our campuses were safe for our students and our staff. So at this moment, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve and a second.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Gomez. Second. And a second by Ms. Hernandez. All those in favor? Motion passed. Now we will go into closed meeting. In accordance with Texas Government Code Open Meetings Act, the board may move into closed session for the following reasons. For the purpose of private consultation with the board's attorney on any or all subjects or matters authorized by law, and for the purpose of considering the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, or to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. It is 1:06 p.m. and we'll be moving into closed session. Thank you. Okay, it is 2:19 and we are reconvening into open session. Agenda item 5.1, discussion and possible action on Performing Arts Center and a natatorium litigation. Mr. Bettis?
Yes, I ask the board to approve, as discussed in executive session, the consideration of the Performing Arts Center and natatorium litigation.
Okay, can I get a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
I've got a motion by Ms. Hernandez and a second by Mr. Villarreal. All those in favor? Motion passed. Thank you. Next agenda item is the adjournment. Can I get a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting? I've got a motion by Mr. Gomez and a second by Ms. Hernandez. It is 2:22 p.m. and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.